Hi everyone, it's Mary and this is Sayre Tarot. This is your daily reading. This is for any day, today, or February 1st, 2025. Thanks for being here. We're going to start with Beyond Lemuria. Probably if you're listening to this reading, you know what Lemuria is. It was like the counterpart. It was at the same time. It was the opposite of Atlantis, they say. And I have Stepping Through. And it's number 47. Okay, so follow your heart, dream big, stepping through something that has been holding you back, the threshold, starting new projects, self-belief. It is all possible, the road less traveled, and trust. So when you start something, talk about it, take consistent steps to actualize it, and you will see it take on a momentum of its own. The right people and places and opportunities, right people, place, and opportunity will magnetize it and start to come together. Don't be afraid to fail. The success we see around us has come from perseverance. Falling and getting back up again is part of the journey. Focus your energies and commit to seeing your vision become a reality. You are human, so set reasonable expectations and know that when you apply yourself, you can make amazing things happen. Building a dream can seem overwhelming, but if you break it down and make a plan, you will gracefully find a way through. So, the time is now, no more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you've been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside of your comfort zone, but that's where the magic happens. Take a leap, combine your intuition with a plan of action, break it down, and trust the puzzle will come together piece by piece through the courageous act of making a start. I like that. So let's look at this. She's popping out of a lotus flower. She's got the Merkaba there at her solar plexus. And she's got bubbles and water, and she's pretty comfortable there. So this is something that comes out of, like is birthed from your soul and emotion, something you've been wanting to do. And that's something that comes through these readings, my readings all the time, is what are your dreams? What would you like to accomplish? What would you like to see? What would you like to change? So I have Deep Freeze, and I'm supposed to do one more. And I have Making a Choice. So these are reversed. So these cards, this is the Enchanted Map. These are read in reversals also. Okay, so now this is really interesting because it's take the steps, right? But it also, we have this one, and you can take this any way you like. Nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try, push, manipulate, or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. What you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you. Wait for signs of spring. So, okay, you may already understand where this is going. Okay, let's look at Making a Choice, which is also reversed. This is not the time to abdicate responsibility for your life. Letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choices. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There is great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. No one can take that away from you, no matter what. Don't give away your power. If you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change things. You can change course and choose another route. Just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. Making a choice. Not making a choice. The ability to choose. And then stepping through. That's a big... It's very contradicting, right? It's like both sides of the coin. Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. But I'm just going to tell the story. Let's see if it matches. It's a nice little test to see what do you think it means before I start unraveling. And this doesn't even have to be your story, of course. We could always change things. You're going to say, this part resonates, this part does not. You know, there's a contradiction, like as if, yeah, how can I plan when I'm blah, or this A or B or C? So I guess we need to step through what all that means. Hierophant. So deep freeze, this is the Hierophant. Okay, this is doing things we always have the same way. It's laws, it's also courts, it's religion, it's tradition. So I have the Two of Swords, and this is indecision, okay? And then I have Eight of Wands, and this is an abrupt stop. It's that when the Eight of Wands, when the Eight of Wands is upright, it's quick action, but this is not even happening, okay? Why is making a choice here? Queen of Swords reversed. Well, there's a lot of bitterness. There's difficult information. Queen of Swords is, when she's reversed, she's kind of angry, and she could be not being honest. Why is she here? Five of Pentacles. So this is a place of not having maybe there's financial difficulties right now. So how can I live my dream? How can I do that when I can't? Example, I am having trouble paying my water bill, my phone bill. Those are valid. That's very valid, of course. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, pages are about communication. Swords is about the truth. Where's the truth in the situation? This may be the truth right there, just on the surface. But also, swords are about information and our thoughts, okay? I have a cat that likes to open the screen door. This Nine of Wands fell out. And it wasn't really sure how it wanted to go. So what are we defending? Okay, so there's something here about the excuses versus the truth, okay? So that's something that only you can decide for yourself. How much is excuse, how much is truth? Is there something you could do while you're in this place of poverty, while you're being slowed down? Can you plan? Can you write? Can you create in another way? Can you make this happen in another way? It's kind of how water changes. It's prone to go certain ways, certain paths, rivers, lakes. But when there's a flood and there's too much water, it goes around everything. It just flows over the dams. And it's how air whips around stuff. Fire is moved with the air. So you may be able to use the destructive, the quote-unquote seemingly destructive or unfortunate situations to jumpstart or catapult, is what I'm hearing, catapult you into the direction you want to go. Looking for opportunities and is what to do. See, this guy's on the lookout for something. He's actually protecting. But he could be also looking for opportunities. Okay, let's look at this stepping through. Sometimes things aren't always going to be, well, what I'm hearing is we can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. So that's why that Hierophant was there, because that deep freeze we're in is because of what we have to wait to happen. Some of the example laws to be changed, financing to come through, springtime to come. Springtime is always a place of growth. An example is my chickens don't lay very many eggs in the winter. We appreciate what we get because it's a time of when we power down in the winter. Okay, so stepping through. Six of Swords. So this is being blocked from moving forward, right? It's a Six of Swords reversed, Seven of Cups. But this is a time we can look at the options and see where reality is and where the fantasy is, and look within those cups to make sure what's inside of the things that we say we want. This is somebody holding a mask, and there's a dragon below him, and he has a skull in his hand while he's looking through these cups. And it almost feels like it's Seven of Cups. So there's an illusion here. The person looking is the illusion also. He's looking through a mask. So there's a big illusion here. And then there's the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a wise investment coming through, but the illusion has to be resolved. The toxicity has to be, doesn't have to be anything. Toxicity needs to be changed. Vibration. Because the Six of Swords is always leaving the toxicity. It's leaving a bad situation and going to safety. And that's what's being cleared right now. So coming back to this, stepping through. No matter how it looks, it's still happening. We're still stepping through. On a small scale, on a big scale. We are recreating things. So that dare to dream, that's important, to dream. But to understand what's behind your dreams and not be the person in the mask with the alligator that's going to eat that, or the dragon that's going to eat everything you love, okay? Okay. The investment, the time, the dream is worth it. It's a good investment. So that's a confirmation for somebody there. Is there anything else just overall that you can give us? Please keep it simple. Excuse me. Two of Cups. Two of Cups reversed is it's a relationship out of balance. It could be somebody you thought that was going to be there your whole life. Love something emotional, something very emotional, maybe suffering separation or loss there. I have the Hangman. There may be a resistance to change this situation. Maybe one party is resistant, Ace of Wands. Maybe there's even a life force issue that somebody is ill or on their way leaving this plane. And this is difficult. And then I have the Eight of Swords, but somebody is being released from their prison. So whether it's a relationship or illness, this is the natural order of things. Okay, I'll just get a little bit more right here. Five of Swords. So there's some regret about some arguments, and be careful of that. Beating up on yourself, Five of Swords, arguments, fighting with yourself, and be careful when your ego steps in. Try to take care of that or clean it up right away. That's also what that one card said. It was this. Let me go back to the name of that card. It was making a choice. You can make the choice, but clean up the mess that you leave behind. That's important. Six of Wands, because there's change based on not being able to conquer something. Six of Wands reversed is not the hero's parade. It's maybe not looking like the hero because we have to change something. Sometimes it's all about perspective. They have the King of Pentacles, and so this is somebody that takes. He doesn't build empires; he takes them, and he's also the big grift. You could have a big plan, and he could seem wise, but he's not. He's just a con man. So this is somebody's story specifically, or it's a bigger, global, nationwide, regional situation, okay? Sorry, when I do that, I'm just trying to listen to what is being asked. You know, what your future questions might be, or because I hear thoughts talking back to me, or, you know. If I'm quiet, I can, well, how am I going to, like, here's an example. How am I going to do that? Or that doesn't tell me about this. And so I try to listen for the future questions and where to grab the information for you, or me, or all of us. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Okay, so the answer is, the advice is to just keep it simple. Come back to a new door is opening, step over the threshold. And that is the beginning card, this one. Stepping through and stepping through. Whether it's Lemuria or Celtic wisdom. That's mind-blowing. Let's just take a look at, so this is Libu's Prophecies of Prague. A new door is opening, step over the threshold. We got that one a couple days ago, although I didn't read it, so let's read it now. So, doors open to allow the opportunity to reach fullest potential. To reach our fullest potential. Do not fear unknown territory. And this stuff on the bottom that seemed kind of negative about the relationship and all that, that's a clearing. Things need to be cleared. Even our own ending here on this plane does look negative in some ways, but it's a clearing. And in the life of, in the time of an eternal spirit, this is just the blink of an eye. It's still important, though. It's still important. In the 8th century, the Druid princess Libus, I'm probably mispronouncing that, foresaw Prague in a mystical trance. It is said this took place on the hill of her castle at Verzerhad, a magical site that she had been occupied since 3000 BCE. She saw a castle whose renown touches the heavens, its boundaries set by Vltavas waves. In this place would be a man constructing a pra. This is translated to a threshold, but it's also known to be a hollow dug in the center of European cities to connect them to the other world. Sounds like a portal. There would be a pra ritual performed by a Druid priest aligning it to the 4 directions. This is how Prague got its name. Libus began the Premisolid dynasty of Czech kings and represent the last of the Celtic matriarchal society. On her shoulder is a sokol or falcon, a symbol of Czech gymnastics, strength, and beauty. Her brooch commemorates entrance into the EU, which was a step over the unknown threshold for the country itself. So, and so it kind of seems like there's something new being built, doesn't it? And there's portals when we come into this world, this realm, and portals when we leave, physically leave this realm, but there's also many portals along the way. So, I don't think I should say more because that's going to be specific to somebody that needs a certain answer. But we will do a little bit of shaman, a card of shaman wisdom. And, keeping it simple, squash, just squash. Okay, so squash number 34, feminine, west, earth, and water. I am squash, I am gourd. You have a lot of gourd, huh? I grew up well, unattended. Let things be. Do not try to control situations or events. My vines spread out to encompass all. I help you create your abundance through my diversity. I am the sustenance of your life. Combined with beans and corns, we are the life force. I am rattle. I am squash. Just letting things be and knowing that we will get the sustenance we need along the way. Love you. Have a good day.